also have a side hustle. It's taping things. So if you need anything taped, call the number on the bottom of your screen. It should put up here. Oh, that's not this?
That's not this. No. This is Coke Dads.
Coke Papa.
Episode 17.
But Papa.
Papa.
Episode 17.
I told someone about it today, and she gave me this look.
Like you told her we were on episode 17.
No, that I do a podcast called Coke Dads. And she was like,
I wish I recorded that conversation with my mother. The one where she said, it's going to be relatable.
yeah.
But people don't want to talk about it. It's a sensitive topic.
Yeah.
We actually met a bunch of people this week that have Coke Papas. Look out for it in the future.
Actually, do you have a Coke Papa? Let us know. Was he a good Coke Papa?
Did he recover? Did he dabble? We don't discriminate.
A dabbling Coke Papa?
Do you think that you would have someone who's like, Dad did?
A
The
dabbler.
reason we're bringing it up, we're going to have guests soon.
There's 100%
We're
dabblers.
going to have dabblers on here, Coke Dad dabblers.
Like dads who dabble?
Like, is it like stand-up? You have to actually, like, be a
You
comedian?
like commit?
You have to, like, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
You have
committed to cocaine.
for a summer. Hey, what'd you do last summer? I committed to cocaine. Hey, you lost a lot of weight.
Cocaine. Yeah, episode 17, man.
Or a woman. Oh, you're
No, I'm talking to you.
Yeah. So it's man.
You're like all of a sudden like, I'm also a woman.
No, it would just be non-binary, but I am binary. I'm a man.
Is that how it works? If you are one, you're binary?
No, I'm saying with me, yes.
Okay. I don't.
Which is crazy because, like, isn't the binary code like the Matrix? Like
1 0 1
1
0.
0
Yeah.
1 0. So, hey, welcome to a podcast where two guys start conversations but know nothing.
Yeah, we know nothing.
What we do know is our dads did cocaine.
So much cocaine.
And if your dad did cocaine, you may be lucky enough to be a guest on said podcast. Right now, the only guest we've had is Robert Gackham. Get it? Because
If you go watch the clip. Should we somehow cut it in?
so yeah, busy week.
Busy life.
To catch you guys up, we had this in the bank. We actually haven't filmed in like a week or two. And last time we filmed, Ariel was in a groove, and like it got to the point where Ariel figured out stand-up. No, that's what happened last one. I was praising you.
Yes.
You figured out stand-up last time.
I mean, I wouldn't say I figured it out, but I'm definitely in a groove.
You're knowing your voice.
Yeah, that Keith sent that to me. Keith was like, "Hey, you're finding your voice." So I was like, "Dope."
So that was that, and then after that we have an intern, Ben the Baby Bayfield.
And he figuring it out.
Baby Bayfield. I know what's cool about Ben is he went to Humber for stand-up comedy, and he cares. When he graduated, we already knew him. We already knew he was funny. He reached out to us. It started off as an intern position and quickly became our first employee. But that being said, is last week he you can't say figured it out, but he like told a joke that was not only the funniest joke he's ever told,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
potentially one of the funniest jokes.
Yeah, I think I was surprised at the level of joke, right? Because like that's like a 4 or 5 year deep level joke, and he's what 2.5 years in. It's good.
Honestly, advice for this week: if you're new to stand-up comedy or want to get into it, just write the things that are so terrible, like the things you don't want to talk about, and the personality traits you are uncomfortable having.
Voila, your first 20 chef's kiss. But remember to make it fun.
Oh yeah, we'll go back to okay. So we told you last week the new 3 rules. The original 3 rules were no intent, have fun, be yourself, but don't.
Be yourself that people like.
Yeah, so that goes back into that other one, that other trait of this. But yeah, this week what we'll say is like, honestly, we did if you've never been to a Sunday night at our club, and most of you haven't because we're there all the time, it's fun. We have our own brainchild projects.
Yes.
And you brought up yours. No, you didn't bring it up, but I'm bringing it up.
Yes, mine is the riff show.
Riff show, crowd control.
Crowd control, because I am an improvisational act.
Through stand-up, though.
Through
Don't
stand-up.
think it's like...
I would love to try do regular improv, but you need a partner for that. You can't do that
we should
solo.
all go. We'll call ourselves Men's in the Stairwell.
Bubby's boys, me, you, and Robert.
And
What are
Ben.
you talking about?
And Benjamin and Ali.
They're
and
not
Itai.
Bubby's boys.
They don't have... It's okay.
They're out.
Ben probably had a Bubby. Okay, so going back to Ben.
Yeah.
Probably had a Bubby. His middle name's David. His name's Benjamin David. I think, anyways, he is really funny. And then I just like, oh man,
You hit a rough patch.
because it's weird. It's like when people get better, it's like anything in the world. It's not about them. It's about you. You want to be your best version. But while my friends were getting great, I was getting. Ugh. How did you describe it?
Well, at first I was like, "What's going on?" I was like asking you like questions. Like I kept saying to you, it comes off a little sad, and then
Long-winded and boring.
Yeah, and then one night I was just like, "Fuck it, dude, you felt long-winded and boring."
So then, between that,
Did it hurt your feelings?
Well, it didn't hurt my feelings. It just told me to step it up, and it's just what's cool about something like that. In your perspective, you're like, it hurt your feelings, but for me, it's just like I am being long-winded and boring. So now what I do, because now I've leveled up, is because I date an intelligent woman, and because I'm the youngest child, and because I hang out with you guys, I have to be really funny quickly. Like I don't have time to be long-winded in my real day talk. On stage, everyone shuts up and listens. In real life, I only have 8 seconds to get a laugh.
You okay right now?
I'm burping, but trying not to burp.
Just take a second and burp. Did you guys see that? He was like, like.
Because I drank the water, but more air came in than water, and it was like I was
you were
drowning
gasping for air.
But it's like I was drowning, but not from water, but from air.
Wouldn't that be suffocating?
I'm scared to drink this. Yeah, I was suffocating.
Sorry to interrupt, but okay. So you're trying not to be long-winded and boring.
No, I was being hilarious about it, but like I just know you do stand up enough times. You know, like I know if I was on stage right now, like funny, talk, funny, like you know, like there's like a thing to that, like a pattern, like it's rap, but and then the other thing is you said boring, and now I just.
Yeah, like I was watching you on the one show, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" Like I'd rather watch fucking anyone else right now, and that's not good.
So then I stepped it up.
Yeah, and
now
then
I'm just going crazy.
you had good sets.
There's moments where
You're hosting on Friday.
Thursday and Friday.
No, Friday specifically.
Do you not remember Osama's hosting?
Yeah, your Friday.
I fucking ripped it.
Nah, your Friday early was better.
Friday and then Saturday late.
Sorry,
too,
Friday late.
when I got back from Meg's.
I didn't see Saturday.
Oh man,
late.
dude, I've been on a roll. I've been like, host-wise. If you need a host, call Hershon. I don't want to do it unless the money's good. Raps and laugh if you're cheap, but if there's money, call Bobby's Boys. We'll hook something up.
I like how you pawned off another comic cheaply, not knowing.
No, I'm just saying if you're gonna pay anywhere between 20 to nothing to 50 to.
You wouldn't take $100 to host? I would take $100.
I didn't say 100.
I was just asking.
I said that's funny. That's where I
You
just
paused.
I would take.
You
that,
in
but
like
what city is it in?
Hamilton.
Do I have a ride or am I taking the bus?
I don't know.
Well, these are questions you ask people.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I'm
would
not
take
booking the
the
show.
100 to go to Hamilton. Yes.
Yes, because you get to go home too.
Yes, but it's like even if I have to pay my own transportation, I walk away a winner.
When you go home, do you get like this? I'm home sense when you go to Hamilton.
No, recently I get that when I'm in the club.
That's good.
I get that sense when I like see my parents from at my parents' house, but that's not the house I grew up in. Like when I first moved here, like when we would pass a certain sign, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm home."
Yeah, I know. I've been in the car with you.
COVID now is like, oh man, I can leave my apartment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the last 3 years, I don't know. I haven't been to Hamilton in a very long time.
When last did you go? When you were COVID. Didn't you go to Hamilton for dinner?
Oakville.
Oh, Oakville.
Yeah, I haven't been to Hamilton in a minute. Yeah, it's Oakville. The night I had COVID and I should have stayed home.
Instead, you gave an entire restaurant COVID.
No, I didn't. My parents never got it.
Well, I'm just saying anyone else in the restaurant may have got it.
For all those dudes I was making out with at that restaurant.
The waiter.
The waiter, remember the story? I tried to say it on stage. No one laughed. The waiter, I got really sick. It was COVID, but I was really sick and I was vomiting. And I kept coming back and forth from the bathroom. And he was like, oh, and I ordered a glass of hot water because I felt sick. And he's
with
like,
lemon.
With lemon. And he's like, oh, yeah, keep going with that diet. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, 4 months on that diet. The weight's going to start shredding off. It's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm sick.
I like the thought where it's like, you don't know if I'm tipping, bro. You know what I mean?
Then
How do you know I'm not paying for this?
Well,
and then he sees everyone else at the table, and
he already knows I'm not.
He's like,
he
no,
knows
it's not you.
But the most offensive thing is that I got out of the bathroom after like vomiting for the 18th time that night, and I leave the bathroom, and he sees me, and before I get to the table, at the table is my girlfriend, my mom, my dad, my brother, and his husband, and the waiter goes, "Hey, is your sister single?"
Yeah, not good.
It's cool how.
But
like,
is she?
It's cool. It's cool how like big his balls were.
Yeah, that's
respect-
especially you're a waiter in Oakville,
You're at a fancy restaurant.
but in Oakville, you know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's crazy that he called me fat, tried to pick up my girlfriend.
Have you ever had an audacious like that happen? Does that happen to you a lot, where
hard,
people try to
man.
pick up
It's not
your
even
girl?
that. I used to try to pick up other people's girls. It's like a thing. It's like when you're broken. I'm not saying the waiter was broken. I'm just saying that when
The
you're
waiter was
certain-
broken.
Yeah, probably. But when you're saying, I'm sure you've been there too, where you're living that rock star life, and it's more of like,
I can't say I've ever knowingly, actively pursued someone's girlfriend. I've pursued people and then found out they were someone's girlfriend,
did you skew away?
and then you're like, oopsie doopsie, what a mistake.
We should get a.
Oopsie
We should
doopsie.
do like shorts where Jared Nathan plays you, and we take these situations in your life that are just heartbreaking, and then just
Yeah.
again, oopsie doopsie. Thank
Poor
you.
Jared, just making fun of
I'm
Jared.
not making fun of him. I think he would kill that. We'd
He would
get
kill that.
nominated for stuff. This has nothing. If I wanted to make fun of Jared, I'd call Jared to make fun of him.
Yeah,
I just had to go ooh, so you knew who I was talking about.
yeah.
The stuttering king of Canada.
Check him out, the one who stutters.
Is he still doing a show at our club that day? Monday, June
I doubt it.
21st. Maybe not.
20th. Probably
Monday.
not. It's next week.
We're gonna find out.
No, it's not. Like, I haven't seen a poster. I haven't seen a. It's like, fuck, get the fuck out of here.
Life's good.
People are. I think it's fun to watch when people learn how hard it is to produce shows, right? Because everyone thinks it's so easy.
It's harder to produce shows consistently than it is to do stand-up comedy consistently.
I don't think so.
Well, with us, I'm just saying, okay, the goal, if you listen to any of the greats, you get 15 shows a week, you'll get good. We're at 11, and we have, like, I've been watching. We all have our routine now. We've been doing this enough that, like I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, by the end of this week, Robert Cackham will have a new 3 minutes of gold. I'll be able to write new 5 minutes. Who knows if I'm going to use any of it? God bless recording. And then you're going to fucking, who knows what you're up to? You're at the point now where you can say something and sit down.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
I
Comics out there, don't sit until you get an applause break.
yeah, that's fair. That's a fair.
Just that's it. I don't wear sandals. I don't wear shorts. It's personal stuff. I got weird feet and little legs. Those are apparently other rules. But I don't do it. Like, I was wearing sweatpants for a bit. But then
It's not really a rule. It just kind of looks weird, I think. I'm never going to... I think it's because, like, I never want to take anyone's opinions if I can see their shins. You know what I mean?
So the sitting rule.
The sitting rule. Oh, yeah. It's just... I mean, sit if you have to sit. Like, I had to sit for a while, right? I think that made me more comfortable sitting.
No, I think you didn't do it. I think
No, because of the the boot.
You were, when we first started the Riff Show, shout out Crowd Control again. I wasn't, but you guys were sitting. You were like, dude, to get through this, you're gonna have to, because we didn't have the bucket format yet.
Yeah.
We didn't like. It was like
New
You
ideas.
have like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of just like, good luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
Oh, and don't do any material. Good luck. You know?
Yeah. It's interesting to watch people flounder at that show. Because it's
just
like,
love
in
it.
my mind, it's like easy.
Easy isn't the right word. It's just, I look at comedy like, I've said this to you guys, video game. Like, I didn't say video game before. I say belts, okay? But now if we're going to break down the belts, look at like a video game. A different belt will acquire different skill sets. And to be like the creme de la creme, you need the ability to riff.
You saying the sentence creme de la creme is pretty funny.
You should name this episode the
Creme
Cream
de-
Dulu Cream. Dulu Cream.
If you put out an album, you should call it creme de la creme.
I think I'm going to call it.
It's you with like one of those eggs, you know, those
Well,
chocolate creme
What's happening
eggs.
Now, what's crazy is that like we're getting pretty good. And I guess your birthday, you plan to drop an album, which means if it's your birthday and if you think it's an album, it's more like a collaboration. Like, I'm on it.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
obviously
No,
we
but I'm
would
probably
film.
hosting it if you want the truth of this.
Yeah, I haven't decided. I can't decide
We
what I
still
want
have
to do.
time.
We don't really. We gotta get
That's you.
moving
It's
on it.
your- All I know
gotta
is that
decide.
I'm ready to go. You're
Yeah.
ready to go. Robert, Ben, Ali, Itai. You have a roster to choose from.
Yeah, I was thinking of just doing like filming. Like, I'll close out the shows that weekend
Well, what I've realized,
and just
sorry
be
to
like,
cut
hey,
you
it's my
off,
birthday. Come to the shows.
What I've realized, and I'm sorry to cut it off, is that we want people to tape at our place.
Yeah.
We want that, but then we have to set the precedent.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, we put out a YouTube special. What we do is we're open Wednesday through Sunday.
I mean, I would also
So
like to
from
make
Wednesday through
money.
No, but from Wednesday through Sunday, it's the same acts and the same clothes, maybe different openers, but like me and you are wearing the same outfits for like 10 shows, so we know it's good.
Yeah.
So we know it's killer.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then from there, it's like, I want to make money. Yeah, it's your birthday. We own a comedy club. On my birthday, we open the comedy club. 6 months later, it's your birthday. We're putting out a special. If you don't come to that special, that's cool. But guess what? The price of the next special is going up.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
all. Like, just like 6 weeks away.
So you want to know the truth here? I spoke about this in therapy yesterday. The truth is, last time I taped, the week after my life was set on fire. So it's like, there's like this hesitancy where I'm like...
So can you look at it like redemption?
Yeah, I've thought of it like that.
Does
but
it make
it's
you
like
feel better? I've crossed the street and not gotten hit by a Swiss Chalet delivery driver. Does that make you feel any at all better?
No, but...
I've crossed the streets thousands of times and not gotten, maybe even 1 million at this point. And not once did I get hit by a Swiss Chalet delivery driver. This isn't wood, is it? Yeah, it's wood.
That's funny.
And you're on good behavior.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little... I'm on... That's actually a great name for it.
Good behavior.
Good behavior.
Yeah.
On good behavior.
So how about we do this? If anyone's uncomfortable with Ariel and I, if we've done anything in your past to upset you or offend you, please just let us know before we film and put out this special. How about that? How about we don't hold on to it for 6 months? You just tell us now, and we'll move forward. And again, I'm not trying to make this come off. That's what I do. What I don't like about myself is I don't like that when I'm serious, it comes off like a joke, and when I'm joking, it comes off like I'm serious. Because like right now, I'm being kind of sincere.
Yeah, I got
hey
that.
Guys,
but there is a slight tone of humor to it.
Yes.
No, humor, like you're being like facetious.
That's how I do it, though.
Yeah,
that's how I've survived.
It's called your defense mechanism. Why do you think? Why do you think we're comedians?
Oh, you know what's weird? I'm going to talk about this on the podcast. Shout out Cam Cannabis. He's been helping us a lot on Instagram. Not on Instagram. That's his Instagram. He's just the dude. He's dope. I know we fight, but like we fight because he's become a friend of mine, a really good friend in a really short amount of time.
Yeah.
You know. So we're going to shout him out, and then the reason I'm shouting him out. What were we talking about before
Specials?
After that. Oh, we were outside and we were talking. Ben, shout out Ben again. Ben Bayfield, Ben.Bayfield on Instagram. Original Ben. So with Cam Cannabis, he said him and Ben, they were having a conversation, all of them, and then it went to the thing where Ben was like, we were talking about Greg's joke with his dad.
Yes.
And we were talking Greg's joke with his dad. We're not going to ruin it for you, but basically
it's a great joke.
It's that Greg should get a real job.
It's actually
it's so much better than that. But I'm just saying
yeah. To me, the funny part of that bit is how he ends it, where he's always like, "Well, I'll be poor son, rich dad." It's like, dude, you get his money when he's gone.
He talks about that in the bit too. He talks about how his dad's super healthy. You just watch watch Greggy Pallone, okay?
Yeah, because healthy people never just
but
die.
It's just funny. It's just like apparently his dad like comes up to him and he's like, if you keep this certain diet, you'll live to be 130. Like, it's just a funny bit. So Ben and him we were talking about it, and then it got to like this thing where Ben was like, well, whatever. No one needs to do stand-up comedy. There is no one on this planet that is put on this planet to do stand-up. And then Cam went, and he head gestured at me. Now, I know that it wasn't... I don't know if when Cam did it, it was a compliment.
I think so. I think that's a compliment.
Well, for me, I said you.
Yeah, but you and I cut from the same cloth.
After we started talking about it, it was Robert. But it's just like... I'm doing it again. Hold on.
So gross.
That was a good one, though.
Sound like you're gonna vomit just from
that. Will we go viral if I just vomit it? So
on me, just like
So Cam.
That's so gross.
I wish we had special effects, just so we can.
Like we knew how to do that.
You and vomit. You're just like, what the hell? And I'm like, it's fake. You're like, is it? And then, so yeah, I took it as a compliment.
There's peas in my shoes.
He's just like, that's so gross. Yeah. So
it is a compliment.
He said that the conversation is that some people like that you shouldn't stand up isn't a thing that people should do. And then that Cam was like, no, Brandon needs to do it because he can't do anything else. And then I was like, I didn't even take it as a compliment yet.
I would actually say that you could do way more than
no, but I was like,
most.
Ariel needs to do we need to do this. Bro.
Yes, we need to.
We just need it. It's so cool to like.
I told you once when I was with Becky, and one day it'd been I hadn't done a set in 3 or 4 days or whatever. And she was like, just go do a set. Please, for the love of God, you're insufferable right now. And it's like, yeah. Because sometimes it's like, oh, I need this. You know what I mean?
That leads into the conversation where it becomes a drug, where that laughter.
It is definitely.
I dabble in drugs. I dabble in unprotected sex. I dabble in really good food. It's all the same thing.
Dabble in unprotected.
Dabble and gourmet.
Dabble.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy where that's the part of it too. But it's if you get a chance and you, I don't know, she's just happy she's not watching me masturbate, I guess. Maybe she's to see if I'm jerking off this time. Maybe she's seeing if we both are.
That was a weird moment. Just so distracted.
Well, it was so weird to see someone like looking over at us and like pulling their hair back. And just like, what are you doing over there?
Yeah, we're recording a podcast.
So not me and you.
Listen to it. Okay.
So if you're gonna watch this podcast, come see us live. Do stand up. We're getting very good. It's actually like, it's kind of cool. I can see the vision. I see it now.
You didn't see it the whole time?
Last week on stage, you were like, hey, this guy, not only my best friend, but he also, I've never met anyone that loves stand-up as much as I do. And it's like, I went on stage, it was like, fucking don't lie to them. I don't even get stand-up. But it's, it's a crazy art form that now working music and having the vape pen as opposed to running out and smoking weed, and I'm watching the show, something else.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like really good stand-up can distract you from everything else going on.
It is the most, yeah, it's definitely one of those.
Real bad stand-up's the worst. The worst bad stand-up makes me want to like get a gun and shoot people. Just bad comedians, not like everyday.
You mean bad set? A bad
not
set
bad
or
sets,
bad comedians?
Like
The problem is everyone's bad till a point. You know what I
but
mean?
you see potential. You see people.
I've
you see
seen-
the
but-
care. You see the dedication.
I've seen people who have been awful, like the whole time. Like you've been bad for 6 to 8 years.
Then I say things like this, and then
And then
rip on me.
all of a
I
sudden-
go, what, like you? And then you go, listen, fat boy. And then you get all like, I like try to cross the line, and then you haymaker me, and I didn't even want to say it.
I didn't say it. What? I didn't even say any of this. You called yourself fat boy, saying I call you
I'm
fat boy.
saying, like,
When do I ever call you
never call
fat boy?
But looking back, well, man, looking back on these podcasts, I'll make a comment like that, where you'll be like, yeah, I see these guys 6 to 8 years that are shit. I'm like, what, like you? And then you'll just say something to me. And then for like 10 minutes in the episode, I'm just like, you okay? Fine. You're gonna go for a smoke. Like, you know, like so you've seen people be shit for 6 to 8
Yeah,
years.
garbage. And then, they just figure it out. They just figured it out. And then you're like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
I'll save you again. I'll give you guys all the
However,
tricks.
I've also seen people do it for like 18 to 20 years, and you're like, how did you get this deep?
You know why? It's because there's a lot of people, again, you follow our rules, you'll get booked. Rule number 1, maybe not at our club, but you'll get booked. Rule number 1, have fun.
Yes.
Easiest rule of all of stand-up comedy, have fun. If you're having
Your
fun
version of
and
fun.
you're already a fun person, like if you're not a fun person, if you're an introvert, I'm sorry, but we're both extroverts. So for us, it's like,
Well,
I'm an extrovert introvert.
so wait, let's rephrase. When we say have fun,
Look at my
you
shirt.
need to have
I'm a fun guy. So me saying have fun, which is a lot important to me, is going to be different than like someone else.
Yes, but an introvert can still have fun on stage.
Exactly. So all we're saying for rule number 1 is like you yourself has to have fun for it to work.
Yes,
If you're
absolutely.
not having fun, you should just stop. Like that's rule number 1.
If you're not having fun and you have to just get through a set, that's when you use your like, I've written these jokes that work. You know what I mean? That's how I do
But
it.
it's not even that. Like,
It's
we're
like,
just,
oh.
it's just like having fun. It's like if you go to a party or you like, you just have to have a good time.
That's how you have fun.
Well, it's just yeah. You've seen me have fun. There's a lot of shoulders. There's some elbows. There's some real good jam. There's some emotions. But I'm just saying you have to enjoy yourself.
It's funny because now that your fun on stage is just you having a neurotic breakdown.
Well, we're gonna talk about me. That's not fun for me. But my problem is now is that you and Ash and Robert and Cam Cannabis have figured it out. Where it's just like I'm my funniest when I'm manic. I'm my funniest when I'm on that blink of almost a heart attack. So then people just all day. I got Cam literally poking me. I got you and Ash saying shit at me where I'm just like.
Oh, come on. I barely say shit at you.
Okay, so anyways, we don't have to dissect my comedy right now. Rule number 1, have fun. Whatever that is to you, have a good time. Like you should be holding in the laughter of your own set or laughing.
Yeah,
Like,
if
have
you
a
make
good time.
yourself laugh on stage, it's the best.
Good. That's again. Some comedians say you shouldn't be laughing on
Yeah.
stage, but like rule number 1, have fun. That's so important. The rule number 2 is no hate, no intent. But if you're having fun and you're being a racist or misogynist, some comedians, like our club, no, that's not cool for us. Our club, we won't let it. But like, you know what I'm saying? If you're having fun and it's funny and you're filled with hate and misogyny, people will book you.
I said some pretty anti-Semitic shit the other day.
Yeah, but that's just because you're a Jew that hates being Jewish. You got to come to terms with that. I'm sorry when you see your uncle, it makes you want to burn the Torah. You got to stop that. You got to come to terms.
Someone's holding it up, and I just come underneath with the lighter.
You're on a chair.
I was telling this story at this bat mitzvah that I was at my bar mitzvah. I cried because I was so afraid I was going to fuck it up. I started crying, and then the rabbi, like I was over the Torah, and the rabbi like pushed me out of the way, and he was like, "Not on the Torah, bro."
For your special, can we re-film that?
Yeah, you
Can
want?
we have you crying, and then I'm the rabbi?
Yeah.
And then
You're just pushing me out of the
we
way.
got a better rabbi like Matish.
Yeah, Tish is the best rabbi in the game.
It's funny because you would think so, though. But no. All right, so rule number 1, have fun. Rule number 2, at our club and with our style of comedy, but again, to each their own, no hate, no intent. Just don't. Just like comedy is there to make people laugh, not make people riot. You know? Like you can evoke feeling and you can evoke things in people.
You can also have controversial thoughts.
Like a lot of people say,
Like I have controversial thoughts.
Those are your thoughts.
Yeah.
That's why I loved Braden Lynch's set talking about tomato jam for so long.
Yeah.
I love with stand-up, what I've been doing recently, but I'm not good at it. Ben's really good at it. And when you open something up, when you literally talk about all you can talk about and exhausted the subject, that's when it gets really funny. Because you can hear, it's like me with the dildos. I walked into a sex shop, and I'm so fixated on the square footage of the store versus how many anal plugs I saw. But it's just like everyone's like, why is the square footage important? And it's like I live in a 600, 800 square foot apartment. You could fill my apartment with all the anal plugs. I didn't even see beads. Just the fucking plugs was like so many.
Turns out people like stuff in their butt.
Well, cool.
I didn't know
The
that
more
was
you know.
the more you know. And that
So rule number 2 is
rule
10.
number 2, rule
What
number
time are
3.
we at?
We are at 26 minutes,
So if you want to hear the rest of the rules, you got to.
which is one more rule.
No, there's more. We've done this a lot now.
Yeah.
You want to give them that one free one, or no? You want
Oh
to?
yeah. Let's say goodbye.
So thanks for watching. We
This-
appreciate you.
This has been Coke Dads, episode 17, the YouTube portion. If you go to our Patreon, link in the description, you can see us continue to talk to each other and catch up.
If you want to buy a Coke Dad's T-shirt, we're somehow sold out the first batch, but more will be in soon. Thanks for all your support.
And if you've gone this far, don't forget you can message us and we'll work something out.
Yeah, and if you're a girl or transgender and want spots, message us.
Message Brandon.
We'll message Backroom Comedy.
Yeah, message but Brandon's handling it. Bye.